Today we uncover the shocking truth about UK olive oil. Did you know that EU cross-border notifications involving suspected issues, including mislabeling and potential fraud, rose from 15 in the first quarter of 2018 to 50 in the first quarter of 2024? Some bottles use Italian branding, while the small print says packed or bottled in Italy, which isn't the same as product of Italy. That wording can mean the oil was sourced elsewhere and packaged in Italy. Others are stored in clear plastic that degrades the oil before you even open it. Many show no idea if you're buying something pressed last month or 3 years ago. And despite olive oil prices more than doubling between January 2020 and July 2025, according to the Food and Drink Federation, transparency hasn't improved. This isn't about fear-mongering. It's about giving you the tools to make informed decisions when you're standing in the supermarket aisle trying to decide between two products. So we've gone through 12 major olive oil brands currently sold in UK supermarkets, and we'll show you exactly what's on the label, what's missing, and how each one scores on transparency. Because the less we're informed, the more they get away with. But here's the thing. This investigation only matters if it reaches people. If you believe consumers deserve to know what they're actually buying, hit that hype button right now. That's how this video gets shown to more people. That's how we create real pressure for better labeling standards. Every hype counts. Every share matters. Because when enough people start asking questions, brands have to answer. Now, if you've heard the stat about 70% of olive oils being fake, that comes from a 2011 UC Davis study. They tested top-selling imported brands in the US, and 73% failed international sensory standards for extra virgin. That's not UK shelves today, but it shows why testing matters. Meanwhile, EU cross-border notifications, those are official reports of suspected mislabeling or adulteration, jumped from 15 in the first quarter of 2018 to 50 in the first quarter of 2024. It's only getting worse. That's more than triple. Some of that could be better surveillance. Some of it reflects genuine problems. Either way, it tells you this industry has serious challenges. So we built a transparency scorecard, 10 criteria. Each bottle gets 1 point for meeting it. Dark glass or tin packaging. Harvest date clearly shown. Single country origin stated, not just European Union, but an actual country, specific region or estate named. The more specific, the better. PDO or PGI certification. Those are legally protected EU and UK standards. Traceability, like a QR code or batch number you can look up. Clear extra virgin classification without vague marketing terms. Realistic price per litre, no EU and non-EU blend vagueness. And fresh harvest window, ideally under 24 months from pressing. If a bottle scores high, you know more about what you're buying. If it scores low, the label doesn't give you the information to judge. Let's see how 12 UK bottles actually perform. Let's get into it. Number 12. Tesco Extra Virgin Olive Oil. The standard range. This is what most people grab when they need cooking oil and don't want to overthink it. Let's score it. On the bottle I checked in store, packaging was clear plastic. That's an instant problem. Light exposure accelerates oxidation. The oil's degrading on the shelf before you buy it. Harvest date? Not visible anywhere on the label. You've got a best before date, but that's set by the manufacturer and can be 2 or 3 years out. No harvest date means you don't know if this was pressed 6 months ago or 3 years ago. Origin? The label says blend of oils from European Union countries. That's as vague as it gets. Could be Italy, Spain, Greece, Tunisia, Morocco, all mixed together. Specific region? None listed. PDA or PGI certification, no official seal. Traceability, no QR code. No batch transparency. Clear labeling? It says extra virgin, but paired with all this vagueness, that's not reassuring. At least it states the grade. Price? Around £3 for 500 millilitres. That's £6 per litre. Under the £8 threshold where alarm bells should ring. No EU blend wording? Failed. It literally says blend of EU oils. Freshness? Can't verify without a harvest date. Total transparency score? 1 out of 10. This doesn't mean Tesco's breaking the law. It means if you care about knowing where your oil came from, when it was harvested, and how it was handled, this bottle gives you almost no information. And the clear plastic packaging is the worst possible choice for preserving quality. Number 11. Sainsbury's Extra Virgin Olive Oil. The standard own brand option. Let's see if it does better. On the bottle I examined, packaging was a commonly used cheap dark plastic made to resemble the high-end glass bottles used to protect the quality of the oil. Harvest date, not shown on the label. Origin, it says produce of Spain. That's better than EU blend, but still vague. Single country at least. Specific region, nothing listed. Just Spain, PDA or PGI, no certification visible. Traceability, no QR code, no batch info you can look up. Clear labelling, states extra virgin clearly. Price, about £3.50 for 500 millilitres, £7 per litre. No EU blend, it's single country, so that's something. Freshness, can't verify. Total score, 4 out of 10. Better than Tesco because of the single country origin, but still lacking harvest dates, regional specificity, and any form of certification. You're getting slightly more information, but nowhere near full transparency. Number 10. Morrison's The Best Unfiltered Extra Virgin Olive Oil. This is supposed to be their premium range. Let's see if premium means transparent. On the bottle I checked, packaging was dark glass. Harvest date, not visible. Origin, product of Italy. Single country, specific region, none stated. PDA or PGI, no certification. Traceability, none. Clear labelling says extra virgin and unfiltered, which is a quality indicator. Price, this one's interesting. It jumped from £4 to £7.50 between 2024. That's an 88% increase, the highest of any tracked oil in the UK market. At £7.50 for 500 millilitres, that's £15 per litre. At least the pricing is realistic for what they're charging. No EU blend, single country Italy. Freshness, unknown. Total score, 5 out of 10. Morrison's charges a premium, but they're not giving you premium transparency. No harvest date, no regional specificity, no certification. And some consumer reviews mention inconsistency, which is exactly why transparency markers help. When you're paying £15 per litre, you should get more information than this. Number 9. Tesco Finest Extra Virgin Olive Oil. The step-up range from Tesco. Does finest actually mean better transparency? On the bottle I looked at, packaging was dark glass. Harvest date? Still not shown. Origin? It says Italian extra virgin olive oil. That's single country. Specific region? There's a mention of Mediterranean character, but no actual region named. PDA or PGI? None. Traceability? No QR code or batch lookup. Clear labelling states extra virgin. Price, around £5 for 500 millilitres, £10 per litre. That crosses the realistic threshold. No EU blend, single country. Freshness, can't verify. Total score, 5 out of 10. Tesco Finest costs more than standard Tesco, uses dark glass, and specifies Italy as origin, but it's still missing the critical transparency markers. No harvest date, no region, no certification. You're paying double the price of standard Tesco and getting minimal additional information about what's actually in the bottle. Number 8. Waitrose Duchy Organic Spanish Extra Virgin Olive Oil. This carries the Duchy Organic brand, which suggests higher standards. Let's test that. On the bottle I examined, packaging was dark glass. Harvest date, not displayed. Origin, organic Spanish extra virgin olive oil. Single country, specific region, just Spain. No region given, PDA or PGI. There's an organic certification, which is meaningful for farming practices, but not a PDO or PGI for origin authenticity. Traceability, none beyond the organic cert. Clear labeling states extra virgin and organic clearly. Price around £6 for 500 millilitres, £12 per litre. No EU blend. Single country Spain. Freshness unknown. Total score 5 out of 10. The organic certification adds value for people concerned about pesticides and farming methods, but transparency around harvest date and specific origin is still lacking. You know it's Spanish and organic, but you don't know when it was pressed or which region it came from. Number 7. Sainsbury's Taste the Difference Toscano Extra Virgin Olive Oil. This is where things start getting more interesting. On the bottle I checked, packaging was dark glass. Harvest date? On some batches, yes. Newer bottles show harvested October to November 2023 on the back label. Origin? Product of Italy, Tuscany region, that's both country and region. PDA or PGI, it carries PGI certification, Protected Geographical Indication. That's official EU verification. Traceability, some newer batches include QR codes linking to harvest details and organic farming practices. That's genuine transparency. Clear labeling, extra virgin stated clearly. Price, it's jumped from £6.50 to £9.95 between 2022 and 2024. That's a 53% increase. At £9.95 for 500 millilitres, nearly £20 per litre. No EU blend, single Italian region, freshness, verifiable on batches showing harvest date. Total score, 9 out of 10. This is a massive jump. Sainsbury's Taste the Difference Toscano gives you nearly everything. Harvest date, regional specificity, PGI certification, QR traceability. The only minor gap is its PGI rather than PDO, which is slightly less strict. But this is what transparency looks like. The price has increased significantly, but at least you're getting information that justifies it. In independent blind testing, this scored 81 out of 100. And it's undergone blind tasting by Sainsbury's in-house panel, led by a master olive oil taster, before listing. If you're shopping at Sainsbury's and want transparency, this is the one. Number 6. Asda Extra Special Greek Koroneiki Extra Virgin Olive Oil. Let's see how Asda's premium line performs. On the bottle I looked at, packaging was dark glass. Harvest date? Not consistently shown on all batches I checked. Origin? Made with 100% Greek Koroneiki olives. That's single country, and Greece specified, but not which part of Greece on the bottle I saw. PDO or PGI. There's no visible certification seal. Traceability, none visible. Clear labeling, states extra virgin and Koroneiki varietal. Price, around £7 for 500 millilitres, £14 per litre. No EU blend, single country and single varietal. Freshness, can't consistently verify without harvest dates. Total score, 6 out of 10. Asda Extra Special Koroneiki does better than many by specifying not just Greece, but the actual olive variety. Koroneiki olives are known for producing high-quality oil with fruity and spicy notes. Dark glass packaging protects the oil. Price is realistic. But the lack of PDO certification, harvest dates, and traceability holds it back. It's a solid mid-tier option if you want single-origin Greek oil without overthinking it, but it's not fully transparent. Number 5. Waitrose No. 1 Valet Trapanese PDO Extra Virgin Olive Oil. This is Waitrose's premium line with official certification. Let's score it. On the bottle I examined, packaging was metal tin. That's actually the gold standard for olive oil preservation. Tin completely blocks light exposure and protects against temperature fluctuations better than even dark glass, which is why many premium producers choose it despite the higher cost. Harvest date, not clearly displayed on the label. Origin, Valle Trapanese, Sicily. That's country and specific region. PDO certification, yes. Official Protected Designation of Origin seal. That means every olive was grown, pressed, and packaged in the Trapani Valley of Sicily using traditional methods. Traceability: there's batch information visible but not extensive QR traceability. Clear labeling states extra virgin and unfiltered. Unfiltered is a quality indicator. Price: £14.50 for 500 millilitres. £29 per litre, that's premium pricing. No EU blend, single Sicilian region, freshness, unverifiable without visible harvest date. Total score: 7 out of 10. This is where PDO certification makes a real difference. You know exactly where this came from and that production followed strict standards. The oil blends 3 traditional Sicilian varieties: Ciraciola, Nocellara, Del Bellise, and Biancolilla. It's cold-pressed using only mechanical extraction. The taste profile is fruity with a spicy finish, notes of green apple and fresh tomato. The price is high, but PDO certification isn't cheap to maintain. The main gap is the missing harvest date, which would push this into top-tier transparency. Still, this is what premium should look like. Number 4. Lidl Prima Donna Extra Virgin Olive Oil. Discount supermarkets often surprise people with quality. Let's see if Lidl delivers. On the bottle I checked, packaging was dark glass. Harvest date: some PDO versions show it on the label. Origin: the Prima Donna Bio line is Italian. Specific region: regional PDO options are available depending on which line you choose. PDO or PGI, the Prima Donna Bio line carries certification. Traceability: limited beyond the certification. Clear labeling states extra virgin. Price: £4.99 for 500 millilitres. Just under £10 per litre. No EU blend. PDA options are single region. Freshness: verifiable on some batches with harvest dates. Total score: 9 out of 10. Here's what makes Lidl interesting. Their olive oil lines have performed well in multiple European consumer tests over the years, with strong value for money ratings. German testing organization Stiftung Warentest rated Lidl Prima Donna Bio as good, tied for first place. In 2025 French testing by 60 million consumers, Lidl Prima Donna placed top for health and purity, showing no detectable harmful pollutants. Consumer feedback consistently praises robust flavor and peppery finish. It's also worth noting a past Italian labeling case involving Prima Donna, where a fine was later quashed on appeal. The point here isn't drama, it's that standards often rely on sensory panels and documentation. Current status shows no ongoing compliance issues. When a discount supermarket oil performs well in independent testing and beats oils costing significantly more, it proves premium pricing doesn't always equal premium quality. Lidl offers strong transparency at accessible prices. Number 3. Aldi Specially Selected Terra di Bari PDO Extra Virgin Olive Oil. Aldi's been dominating UK testing for years. Let's see why. On the bottle I examined, packaging was dark glass. Harvest date visible on the label. Recent batches I've seen show harvest dates from the previous autumn. Origin: product of Italy, Puglia region. Terra di Bari: that's country, region, and specific designation. PDO certification: yes. Official PDO seal. Traceability: batch code shown on the bottle. Clear labeling: extra virgin stated. Price: £5.19 for 500 millilitres. £10.30. 8 per litre. No EU blend. Single Italian PDO region. Freshness: harvest date verifiable on recent bottles. Total score: 10 out of 10. Perfect transparency score. And here's the kicker. In which? Testing from June 2024. This earned great value status. Expert tasters described it as peppery and pungent with intense spice. It beat bottles costing 3 times as much. In 2025 Good Housekeeping testing, Aldi Toscano PGI scored 80 out of 100, noting buttery aromas, citrus undertones, and lasting peppery aftertaste. German testing by Stiftung Warentest rated Aldi Bio tied for first place. Consumer feedback on money-saving expert forums is overwhelmingly positive. Always find the Aldi olive oil lovely. Consistently recommended as best value. Aldi has no documented compliance issues, no recalls, clean testing history across multiple years and multiple independent organizations. When you want genuine extra virgin quality at a price that makes sense, and you want full transparency about what you're buying, Aldi Terra di Bari PDO delivers everything. Harvest date, PDO certification, regional specificity, dark glass, realistic pricing, batch traceability. This is the benchmark. Number 2. Belazu Early Harvest Arbequina Extra Virgin Olive Oil. This is where we move into artisan territory. On the bottle I looked at, packaging was dark glass. Harvest date early harvest specified, which means olives picked green before full ripening. Lower yield but dramatically higher quality. Origin, Catalonia, Spain, single country and region. Specific region, 5th generation family producer in Catalonia named on the bottle. PDO or PGI, not officially certified, but the relationship with a verified artisan producer is documented. Traceability, direct relationship with named producer traceable. Clear labeling, early harvest extra virgin clearly stated. Price, £13.50 for 500 millilitres. £27 per litre, no EU blend, single estate Catalonia. Freshness, early harvest guarantees freshness focus. Total score, 10 out of 10. Belazu supplies Michelin-starred restaurants across Britain. Chef Chris Wheeler called it the best olive oil in the world. Chef Mark Hicks says it's too good to cook with. The oil comes from olives ground between granite stones, a traditional method most producers abandoned decades ago. The taste is what sets it apart. Fresh grass and pepper, layered with almond and banana, initial sweetness building to gentle bitterness. This is what olive oil tastes like before industrial processing strips everything interesting away. Belazu also holds B Corp certification, meaning their ethical practices face independent audit. Your money supports a supply chain treating farmers fairly. This has won great taste awards repeatedly. It's available at Tesco, Waitrose, Ocado, Amazon, and direct from Belazu. The intensity isn't for everyone. If you've spent years on bland oil, genuine quality can taste shockingly strong at first, but give your palate a week to adjust and you'll understand why professionals refuse to compromise. Number 1. Terra Delissa Extra Virgin Olive Oil. This is the rare supermarket olive oil that actually deserves full trust. On the bottle I checked, packaging was dark glass. Harvest date, every bottle carries a QR code you can scan in the aisle. That code shows the exact olive grove your oil came from, when it was harvested, and when it was bottled. Origin, single origin Tunisian oil. Specific region, QR code shows specific grove location. PDO or PGI. No EU certification since Tunisia isn't in the EU, but full traceability compensates for transparency purposes. Traceability, full QR traceability from grove to bottle. Clear labeling, extra virgin clearly stated. Price, around £7 for 500 millilitres. £14 per litre, no EU blend, single estate Tunisia. Freshness, QR code shows exact harvest and bottling dates. Total score, 9 out of 10. Terra Delissa won gold at the London International Olive Oil Competition in 2024, beating countless Italian and Spanish entries. Tunisia has emerged as one of the most consistent quality producers precisely because they haven't been caught up in some of the labeling controversies affecting Mediterranean competitors. The producer controls the entire chain from grove to bottle, eliminating middlemen where issues can occur. You'll find this at Morrison's, Tesco, and Sainsbury's. The caveat is it's a milder oil. If you want intense peppery punch, Belazu or Aldi might suit you better. But for everyday cooking at a price that doesn't hurt, with excellent transparency markers, this is your immediate action. The bottle you can grab on your next shop without overthinking it. The QR traceability alone sets a standard other brands should follow. So what do these scores actually tell you? Out of 12 bottles, only 4 scored 8 out of 10 or higher. That's 1 in 3. The rest leave significant transparency gaps. Some have no harvest dates, some use vague origin language, some sit in clear plastic degrading on the shelf. And this matters because olive oil isn't like wine. It doesn't improve with age, it's fresh produce. From the moment olives are pressed, quality declines. That best before date on the bottle? Manufacturers set those themselves, often 2 or 3 years out. Real shelf life is 18 to 24 months from harvest, not from bottling. When there's no harvest date, the label doesn't give you the information to judge freshness. It could mean old oil being sold as fresh. It could mean multiple harvest years blended together. Either way, you can't verify what you're buying. The more recent the harvest date, the higher the quality. And regarding price, it takes 8 to 11 kilograms of olives to produce a single litre of oil. After farming, milling, bottling, shipping and retail markup, genuine extra virgin cannot be cheap. Under £8 to £10 per litre in 2026, you should be questioning what quality markers are present or absent. £8 to £12 gets you mass-produced, commercial grade, possibly authentic, but nothing special. £12 to £20 is fair pricing for genuinely good oil. Above that, you're into premium single estate territory. Now let's talk about marketing myths. Cold-pressed sounds premium. It means absolutely nothing. Modern olive oil is made using centrifuges. There's no second pressing, and temperature below 27 degrees is legally required for any oil to qualify as extra virgin. These terms exist purely to make you pay more. Pure olive oil sounds clean and natural. It actually means a blend of refined oil and virgin oil, typically 80 to 5% chemically processed, 15% real oil for flavor. Light olive oil sounds healthier. It has exactly the same calories as every other olive oil. Light refers only to color and flavor. It's highly refined, stripped of everything that makes olive oil good for you. And regarding cooking with extra virgin, you've probably heard you can't, that it burns, that you need vegetable oil for frying. This is completely false. Extra virgin olive oil smoke point is 190 to 210 degrees Celsius. Typical sautéing happens at 120 degrees. Deep frying at 180, oven roasting at 200. You're well within safe range for almost everything you cook at home. A landmark Australian study tested 10 different oils heated to 240 degrees and deep fried for 6 hours. Extra virgin olive oil produced the lowest quantity of harmful compounds. Canola oil produced 2.5 times more. The smoke point myth doesn't just mislead you, it pushes you toward oils that are actually worse for cooking. Yes, you lose some polyphenols when cooking. At sautéing temperature, you lose about 40%. At frying temperature, about 75%. But here's the crucial point. Even after 75% loss, the remaining polyphenols still meet EU health claim standards. And those polyphenols actually transfer into the food you're cooking. Use your good oil for everything. The only reason to save premium oil for finishing is flavor preference, not safety. So here's what you need to remember when you're standing in the supermarket aisle. If there's no harvest date visible, the label isn't giving you the information to judge freshness. If it's in a clear bottle, light's already degrading the oil before you buy it. If the label says blend of EU and non-EU oils, you don't know where it actually came from. Those 3 rules help you identify low transparency bottles before you even read the fine print. And if you want transparency, look for PDO or PGI certification. Those aren't marketing gimmicks. They're legally protected EU and UK certifications with official logos. Red and yellow for PDO, blue and yellow for PGI. If a bottle carries these marks, you can verify it in the official European database. Italy has 43 certified olive oils, Greece has 30, Spain has 30. 1. These designations mean accountability. For the UK market right now, if you want the best combination of transparency, quality and value, Aldi Terra di Bari PDO and Terra Delissa with QR traceability are your top picks. If you want artisan quality with chef endorsements, Belezu Early Harvest delivers. If you shop at Sainsbury's, their Taste the Difference Toscano with PGI certification and QR codes is the most transparent option on their shelves. If you shop at Waitrose, the Valet Trapanese PDO justifies its premium price with official certification. And if you shop at Lidl, their Prima Donna line has performed well in multiple European tests while staying affordable. Every other bottle we tested left significant transparency gaps. This investigation took weeks of research, checking official databases, comparing labels in person, and verifying certifications. If you found this useful, hit that hype button one more time. That's what pushes this video to more people. That's how we create pressure for better standards. And leave a comment telling us which food product we should investigate next. Let us know. Because we're doing more videos like this, and your input shapes what we cover. Until next time, stay sharp, stay informed, and protect your plate.